Restaurants and the decision to purchase local foods. This video showcases how restaurants decide to purchase local foods. Specifically, it shows how attributes of sourcing and other activities that restaurants perform to add value to your food impacts restaurants' decisions to purchase local foods. According to the National Restaurant Association's list of top 10 restaurant trends, locally grown food has been at the very top for multiple years. The demand-side benefits to restaurants of using local foods are clearer, but supply-side decisions to purchase locally grown foods over other options are less clear. Therefore, the objective of this research is to understand how restaurant management's beliefs of sourcing local foods might influence their decision to purchase local foods by looking at all aspects of restaurant operations leading to preparing meals for customers. This research also looks to find a better understanding of value chain activities, meaning the actions restaurants take to produce, market, and serve food to customers. The research will look to see how these actions influence their purchasing of local foods, and how to help all restaurants make more conscious and prudent decisions when purchasing local foods. The participants in this study were asked to provide their experience in sourcing local foods directly from farmers and producers. Their beliefs in this study were obtained for the following experiences related to sourcing local foods: cost, quality, portioning, packaging, and whether local food is properly processed. As you can see in this graph, restaurant managers who agreed local foods were properly processed were less likely to purchase local foods. However, those who agreed that local foods were of higher quality, properly packaged, and portioned to requirements, that is, in standard amounts of weight and volume, were more likely to purchase locally sourced foods. In other words, managers placed more importance on the quality, packaging, and portioning of foods than on processing. Farmers and producers would rather pay attention to the quality of products they would like to sell to restaurants and on portioning them properly than on trying to process these foods. On the other hand, restaurants could also more clearly communicate their expectations so that farmers and producers can accordingly make changes that would be most preferred by restaurants. The participants in this study were also asked to provide their preferences of sourcing local foods directly from farmers and producers. These local food sourcing preferences include the following: ease of locating local food manufacturers or producers, order processing time, delivery, the delivery process, and whether promotional materials are provided by the manufacturer or producer. The data showed that the higher the ranking of importance of delivery time, the likelihood of the decision to purchase local foods decreased. However, if respondents found promotional materials of local foods and order processing time to be of importance, it increased the likelihood of their deciding to purchase local foods. In other words, respondents found promotional materials to be an important factor when buying locally. Those who thought delivery time was important were actually not that likely to buy locally. It could also imply that those buying locally were less sensitive to delivery times or more willing to be flexible in this aspect. While producers would benefit from effectively managing delivery time with certain types of restaurants, farmers also consider providing promotional materials that would help restaurants promote local foods to their customers. For example, a brochure template like this one pictured can help you quickly design promotional materials that allow you to describe your farm and your product offerings. To sum up the findings of this study, managers and chefs considered quality of products, portioning, and availability of promotional materials to be of higher importance in the decision to purchase local foods. This is not to say that the delivery process, order processing time, and other factors such as packaging are not significant. They are also important factors in restaurants' decisions to source locally. Similarly, quality of products, portioning, and availability of promotional materials were also shown to be of relatively higher importance when making local purchasing decisions. Farmers and producers can be proactive in aligning themselves with restaurant expectations, thereby possibly selling more and at higher margins.